Hello, welcome to Juniper Level Botanic Garden, the home of Plant Delights Nursery. One of the glories of the fall garden are the fall blooming camellias, most commonly Camellia sasanqua. Camellia is named after a Swede with the family name of Kamel, K-A-M-E-L. K's don't exist in Latin, so they changed it to C-A-M-E-L-L-I-A. And sasanqua is from the Japanese vernacular name for Camellia sasanqua, and it's just their common name, sazanka. But they are fall blooming, starting in September, really strong in October into November. Some of them are later. If you have early frost, you're better off with the earlier blooming ones rather than the later blooming ones. Most people overdo the amount of shade they give them, thinking that all camellias want shade. Well, Camellia sasanqua is happier with more sun than less. You can grow it in full sun and it blooms very heavily. This one is in bright shade, but it's full shade all day long. I don't think it ever really gets direct sun, and it's doing quite a nice job. It would bloom even more heavily out in sun. And this is the, well, our label says Otome. I think it really should be Otome sasanqua or Otome sazanka, because Otome is the cultivar name of a Camellia japonica cultivar that most of us know as Pink Perfection. But by any name, it's a beautiful thing. The sasanquas are, this is the typical form of a sasanqua, a small tree with a rather open growth habit, a much smaller leaf than a typical Camellia japonica. You know, that leaf is, I guess, just barely a little bit more than an inch long. Very dark green, really beautiful foliage. They're rather quick growing, so a small plant doesn't take forever to become a big plant. A lot of japonicas are really slow. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but there are differences, and certainly come winter and early spring, you'll want japonicas because that's their main season of bloom. There are only a few fall blooming Camellia japonicas. They just need average soil. I would avoid a soggy soil, but just, you know, sort of run-of-the-mill garden soil would be perfectly happy. So the sasanqua camellias are really, I wouldn't be without them for the fall garden. You know, this is a real common color. They can be pure white. They can be reds or colors that are close to red. And this area, the Piedmont of North Carolina, has probably one of the best camellia nurseries in the whole country, a nursery called Camellia Forest Nursery in Chapel Hill. They're mail order, but they also are open. Well, check their website to find out when they're open, because they don't have a regular schedule. But their selection of camellias is probably the best in the whole country. Well, thank you very much for your time today, and I hope to see you again in the garden.